Fala aí, galera, tudo bem com vocês? Marcão por aqui e hoje trago para vocês um jogo muito sombrio. Trago para vocês o aclamadíssimo Call of Cthulhu, diretamente do nosso velho guerreiro Nintendo Switch. Vamos entrar na insanidade, escolher aqui o nosso idioma. O idioma aqui que eu vou escolher vai ser o português. Aqui então carregar um novo jogo. Entrada vazia. O jogo aqui, se eu não me engano, ele é de um RPG de ação. Aí nós entramos na pele do Edward Price, que era um veterano da Primeira Guerra, e ele vai fazer uma investigação numa ilha chamada Darkwater, se eu não me engano. E nessa ilha ele começa a enlouquecer, porque a ilha está sendo tomada pelo mito de Cthulhu. O jogo tem uma imersão nesse universo muito grande. E para quem gosta do Cthulhu, toda a trama, todo o mistério que envolve o mito de Cthulhu é muito interessante. Vamos entrar na insanidade. A loucura seria tão forte que os deuses se apiedem do homem que, na sua insensibilidade, permanece são até o comandos. Para movimentar a gente usa L, virar a câmera com R, com o B a gente vai abaixar, nossa, que cenário macabro. Espero não tomar susto, porque agora são quase 11 da noite. Aqui com A a gente pode interagir com os objetos. Vou abaixar aqui então. Consegue combater a escuridão. Mesmo caminho que a gente veio. Olha, será que pra cortar a corda aqui, a corda não, a corrente. Meu rastro vai seguir, do destino não há como fugir. Será que esse é o... Vai dar uma iluminada aqui. É o... Como é que ele chama? O Nyarlathotep? Acho que é assim, porque eu ainda não li.
What a putrid
Que oferenda pútrida. Infelizmente eu não li ainda, tô perdendo tempo. Não li, eu só conheço o Cthulhu pelo Nerdcast de RPG. Pra quem não ouviu, eu recomendo muito. Muito, muito mesmo. E...
Don't fight. You have been
Então,
chosen.
escuta, você foi escolhido. Com o ZL aqui, então eu posso correr. Com o ZR, a gente pode colocar a luz aqui para dar o lampião para dar uma iluminada.
Behold! Everything has already been written. Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Tá porra.
I hate whiskey.
Puta que pariu. Nossa, eu tô tomando muito. Eu tomei muito susto. Mas vamos investigar mais um pouco. Então voltamos aqui então pra. Ai caramba. Eu devia ter bebido. Tem algumas ações aqui, pelo que deu pra entender, que elas vão afetar o
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Caso Pierce. Aí que a gente tem as habilidades de sanidade. Porque ele vai forçar muito no que seria o RPG de mesa. Então tem algumas habilidades de sanidade, conforme a gente vai melhorando ela. Aí temos aqui, ó, eloquência, que é a capacidade de influenciar as pessoas. Melhorar ela vai aumentar as chances da gente convencer ou manipular alguém através de uma conversa. Visão, capacidade de encontrar objetos escondidos. Melhorar essa habilidade aumenta a chance de encontrar objetos escondidos, objetos que não foram descobertos e não aparecem no jogo. Investigação, os talentos investigativos. Melhorar vai aumentar a chance de entender um acontecimento do passado, analisando uma cena de crime ou um objeto, também conseguir abrir fechaduras. Força, para arrombar portas ou mecanismos e de ser violento, de forma física ou verbal. Medicina, de descobrir a dosagem de um remédio, fazer um diagnóstico ou expressar suas ideias sobre um problema médico. Ocultismo, melhora essa habilidade, aumenta as chances de descobrir a utilidade e a origem de artefatos ocultos e também de expressar seus conhecimentos sobre o mito de Cthulhu. E psicologia, melhorar essa habilidade aumenta sua chance de entender as motivações de uma pessoa com base no comportamento dela ou na análise de objetos. Aí aqui é as sanidades, né, que a gente tem, que a gente já perdeu. Então o trauma mental do personagem aqui, o Edward Price, que ele é um veterano da Primeira Guerra Mundial e fez parte da ofensiva Meuse-Argonne. Espero que eu tenha falado certo. Ou Meuse-Argonne. Ele é um dos poucos sobreviventes do Batalhão Perdido, unidade norte-americana, que sofreram muitas baixas devido a ataques inimigos e aliados, forçados a manter a posição por muitos dias, cercados pelos corpos dos colegas mortos, sem comida, sem suprimentos médicos. Soldados foram dados como perdidos pelo exército de seu país. O Percy ficou traumatizado e ele toma remédio para dormir e bebidas alcoólicas para espantar os pesadelos que o atormentam. Darkwater. Nossa, Water. Darkwater, aqui é o lugar que a gente está. Um isqueiro do Batalhão Perdido. E a data aqui, 10/7/1918.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
O marido nunca entendeu porque tinha sido abandonado pela esposa. Ele continuou me ligando durante semanas depois que a investigação foi concluída.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigating. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ah, tá. Aqui a gente pode redistribuir os pontos. Vamos colocar um pouco de cultivo. Isso, aumentar um pouco do cultivo. Aqui aumentar mais um pouco da medicina. Vou usar os dois aqui para aumentar a nossa visão.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Não estamos aceitando.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still with...
Ele não tem pego
I'm coming.
muitos trabalhos. E a agência de detetive lá tá comprando ele, central.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Tem que olhar pro quadro e falar tudo que vem à mente.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
As pistas que a gente tem.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal on the island.
Vamos ver mais
The
por...
police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile.
Lembra muito
I believe you are
Walking
right,
Dead
sir.
da Telltale.
This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Ah, tá. Então agora eu entendi, ó. A gente tem que fazer algumas perguntas, né? Vamos perguntar algumas coisas para ele e responder outras, para poder desbloquear uma resposta.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Beleza.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century, but it seems to have been shunned since then.
A ilha de Darkwater começou a ser povoada no século XIV e ainda está repleta de memórias de suas tribos perdidas. Mas não se engane com o romantismo das evidências de crenças ingênuas e primitivas. Os deuses dessas tribos eram muito violentos. As paredes da caverna, há muito abandonadas, ainda estão decoradas com uma criatura gigante. Era um deus do mar ou dos sonhos? Ninguém sabe, mas os habitantes de hoje, filhos e filhas de caçadores de baleias, ainda se lembram da misteriosa história dessa pequena ilha na costa de Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. I used to be an avid reader. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Que dá pra investigar. Eu peguei o livro ali de medicina, né, que cita os sintomas das doenças conhecidas.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Acho que isso é tudo. Capítulo 2, o Porto de Darkwater. Peace aceitou o caso de Hawkins. A artista maldita foi acusada de ter provocado incêndio que matou ela e sua família. A única pista é uma pintura perturbadora que ela deixou para o pai. Na etiqueta de remessa, o endereço, um galpão nas docas da ilha de Darkwater. Parece um bom lugar para Peace começar sua investigação.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Estamos liberados aqui. O objetivo principal é falar com o Fitzroy. Mas temos objetivos secundários. Falar com o Bradley.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no
understand.
way to
You're
treat
not
an old man.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. He's gonna get us into trouble. Something real bad.
Uma baleia ali.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're
O
crazy!
chão é meio estranho. Foi uma ferida recente.
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum
nothing for you
wanted
here
to stir
either.
us up.
Beat it.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Eu não vou deixar eu chegar ali pra trocar ideia com ele, não.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Sei que é uma piada aqui. Opa, tem a lamparina aqui. Será que dá pra pegar? Dá pra pegar? Não, não dá. Vamos entrar no bar, ver como é que é o bar desse lugar. Tem um maluco gritante aqui. Tem mais uns mal encarados ali no canto. Vamos entrar aí.
Naval winds mountains, icy grounds, for the right wells there is no. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Nessa época aqui, 1924, se eu não me engano, onde passa o jogo, é uma época que teve a lei seca, então tinha muitas gangues em Nova York que vendiam bebida.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Vendia escondido porque...
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Era proibido vender, tava com um toque de lei seca e era totalmente proibido. Então o que as gangues nos Estados Unidos mais faziam era vender bebida.
I think we'll get along well. I didn't expect to find what's the sort.
You mean who? I'll
tell him.
She'd know anything else.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Tá, então a gente já sabe que tem contrabandistas que servem bebidas aqui. Numa época que era proibido bebidas nos Estados Unidos. Sabemos que o galpão 36 era o galpão da família Hawkins e que os marinheiros relatam que ouvem barulhos e gritos por lá à noite. Vamos falar então sobre Darkwater.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long...
What can I... The name, when our whalers left...
It was a tough time.
Ah, but...
Beleza, já falamos disso.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she then.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew then.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about
We all knew then.
Será que eu tenho que escolher a outra opção?
her vision?
Way
What do you mean?
Do you still trust?
Her style?
Yeah, we saw them.
So they
You need
I've got what I need.
anything?
Estranho.
That'll be all for now.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Bom, se tiver alguma relação com o RPG de mesa do Call of Cthulhu, o que esse cara diz aqui é sobre o livro de Nyarlathotep.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
E quem lê esse livro acaba ficando louco. Conhece os segredos de Cthulhu e acaba enlouquecendo.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
O pescado milagroso supostamente foi a coisa mais importante que aconteceu nos últimos 80 anos. O jornal aí, o Deixa, de 21 de maio de 847. O Tila retorna ao porto para salvar Darkwater da fome. Já havíamos abandonado a esperança. A tripulação de Tila, ou o que restou dela, retornou ao porto de Darkwater no fim da tarde de terça-feira. Os habitantes correram às docas imediatamente para dar boas-vindas ao último navio baleeiro da ilha. As pessoas ficaram maravilhadas com a captura inacreditável que o navio tinha a bordo. Com um tamanho que superava o das formidáveis baleias com dentes, o cetáceo, que já chamavam de pescado milagroso, cobria todo o convés, com algumas partes suspensas para fora do navio. Os marinheiros sobreviventes fizeram um relato assustador da perigosa captura, mas também da sua carne, de qualidade e benefícios nutricionais incomparáveis. Também não há dúvidas de que o tamanho imenso da baleia poderá alimentar vários habitantes de Darkwater, colocando um fim à fome com a qual parte da ilha sofria. Aluga-se galpão. O Sr. Marx pretende alugar o galpão dele a partir de junho para atividades de pesca, oficina ou depósito. Você pode contatá-lo por meio de seu jornal favorito ou visitá-lo nas docas. Noite especial da Baleia Encalhada. Para celebrar o retorno de nossos valentes baleeiros, a equipe do Baleia Encalhada convida todos para um evento de degustação fantástico e gratuito. Venham com sua família ou amigos degustar o pescado milagroso. Cada pessoa levará uma garrafa de óleo. Então, não hesite.
Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted with its own consciousness.
Como é que tem uma outra porta lá dentro, lá que eu acabei não indo por ela, né?
Oh, the girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Deve falar alguma coisa de sanatório. Não vai pra aqui então. Vamos lá falar com o Capitão Fitzroy.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You see.
Nossa, espero que não tenha ação aqui. Os caras falando de um sanatório.
She will do it again, you know. Oh, the girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Bom, vamos então aqui na parte naval falar com o Fitzroy.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Ah, que legal. Os livros de medicina a gente pode coletar eles. Nada aqui. Tem uma escada e tem o tiozinho aqui atrás pra gente conversar. Tem um documento do lado de cá. Ah, tem aqui, ó.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Capitão, os termos do nosso acordo são claros. Mantenha seus homens sob controle. Você não pode se dar ao luxo de nos provocar. Não é necessário responder, apenas dê o dinheiro ao mensageiro. Cat. Uma carta ameaçadora. Godzilla. O navio ali que supostamente salvou o porto, salvou a cidade. Eu vou ignorar o capitão aqui e vamos subir. Então, se a gente acha mais alguma coisa interessante aqui em cima antes de falar com ele. Tem velas. Olha, tem 3 coisas para investigar.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
O capitão Fitzroy com uma perna de pau.
What a macabre souvenir.
Um souvenir macabro, parece um remo. Ah não, é aqueles pedaços de pau que é usado para abate de animais. Acho que é isso mesmo.
What a macabre souvenir.
Já achamos a foto. Vamos falar com o capitão aqui. Os documentos que ele tem para...
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Apenas algumas datas ainda estão legíveis. 1890, 1907, uma data parcial. O resto do documento está encoberto. Eu teria interesse na ocultação dessas informações. Os manifestos. Deixa eu ver se está aqui ou se foi lá para cima. Se foi lá para cima, né? Ele disse para reunir com ele na varanda. Só pode ser aqui em cima. Não, é lá fora mesmo.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36.
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. The miraculous catch.
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the Strand.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna
give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed.
The police took the decision.
You've got to understand them.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death.
Tá, aqui a gente já investigou. Falou da baleia, falou do pecado milagroso.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Ah, sim. Então o que a gente viu lá em cima não era aquela marreta usada para bater animais, era uma perna de pau.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain captain.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that. She terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about...
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for...
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have...
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed. We specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me.
Jogo salvo, já temos algumas pistas aqui. Deixa eu ir lá dar uma olhada na perna de pau de novo.
What a macabre souvenir.
É bem estranho. Aqui tudo que a gente já fez. Vamos dar uma aceleradinha aqui para o vídeo também não ficar muito grande, ficar um pouquinho mais dinâmico para vocês. Não esquece de deixar o like, tá? Se inscreva no canal se você ainda não é inscrito. Isso ajuda bastante. Bom, para esse pessoal chegou para frente do policial aqui um pouquinho. Estão pressionando ele.
Stupid idiots.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of...
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you... Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Com o cara aqui.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been...
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right?
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wander...
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself... You again? I told you to...
No need to get worked up.
Tá, aqui eu não vou conseguir entrar.
You again?
No need to...
Vou consigo achar uma outra entrada na lateral. Tem dois caras montados ali.
Come on, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
Mais dois caras aqui.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we...
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to...
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down...
So we
Beleza, já aprendi mais sobre a ilha.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleg.
They're protecting their territory. From whom?
They really don't have it. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute.
Nothing at...
I've taken enough of you.
We'll see you...
Testando aqui. Cá.
Damnation, I broke it. St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
O objetivo é entrar no galpão 36. E, se eu não me engano, é esse aqui da frente.
You again?
No need to...
Não. A gente consegue dar a volta aqui e achar uma outra entrada.
Something real bad. Don't put that beast back.
Ah, sim, os dois caras que estavam aqui saíram.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, knows around.
This warehouse...
No doubt a question of territory. You want to know more, go ahead.
Good. I shall take my leave.
Aqui é o galpão.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Beleza. Vou olhar aqui embaixo ver se tem mais alguma. Ó, mais um.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
Engrenagem. Eu não sei o que esse símbolo tem que jogar.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Ah, sim, ela tinha itens para investigação. Então, agora se eu estou certo, a gente sobe. Usa esses itens no guindaste aqui.
I could...
Dispositivo de retenção. Monta a alavanca.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Será que faltam mais itens para investigar? Os itens ocultos ali diz que não.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
You could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of...
What makes you think we did?
We're bootleggers, not...
Who do you think defaced the step?
What do I know?
The sailors.
Who else?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you
Everybody knows us on dock.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
Cat.
What?
She's the boss, yeah. She says...
Shut up, you dummy! You wanted to know that you...
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble. I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightened.
And she doesn't like to be talked to.
What are you guarding?
Listen.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here?
We saw you talk. Go die of thirst.
She sounds frightening,
And she doesn't like...
I bid you, gentlemen, farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Vou procurar outro caminho. O guardinha aqui, deixa eu ver se tá aqui ainda.
You again?
No need.
Entendeu?
You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiot.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Essa cat tá aqui ainda.
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Nada também. Vamos tentar de novo. Tá, tem uma outra porta aqui. Então vamos ver o que acontece se a gente descer. Essa porta de cá tá dando pra frente da rua. Está com coisa brilhar aqui. Acho que é só impressão mesmo. Vou falar aqui de novo com o capitão, ver se eu consigo alguma informação para tirar os dois caras
You're
da
back
porta.
again. What can I do for...
Apparently the boot...
They're part of the private property.
And yet the place looks...
As a precaution.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You're back again. What can I...
I shall be on my...
So come back.
Vai pra alguma coisa de túneis. Acessar os galpões por túneis. O barco tá onde eu vim.
Something real bad.
Vamos ver se eu consigo então ir mais a fundo. Falar com aqueles dois malucos ali.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah.
Tem uma porta também que eu tinha entrado e não tinha conseguido fazer nada.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. I don't want to...
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't get...
What's with you?
We saw you talking. Go die.
I went to see the...
What makes you...
We're
Who do you...
What do I...
The sailors.
Who else?
What are you...
Listen.
She sounds...
And she doesn't...
I bid you If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
You again?
No need.
Não, também. Porque não procurar os túneis aqui então que eles tinham.
Something real bad.
Tinham mencionado. Não tinha mencionado. Talvez de um armazém pro outro. Talvez tenha alguma coisa que eu possa fazer com aqueles dois. E aqui já não tem mais nada.
I bet you don't see...
Yes.
Damn right. There's nobody more except the captain, of course. But you're lucky that she left you alive. She must think that you can be... With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not...
Ah, já sei o que pode ser. Vou falar com o nome do bar, porque tinha uma porta lá atrás que eu não estava conseguindo abrir. E ela dava pra trás do bar.
He left. What can I get you?
What do you know about them?
If I were you...
Why not?
First off, sailors scream.
Scream.
And that's not... But anything...
I read the article. Interesting.
Don't want biggest they say.
What can you tell me?
We all knew then.
I've got what...
Anything...
That'll be all.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking...
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole,
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, and they'll be...
The old family?
The descendants. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors.
My God.
They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Da porta. Não, pode fazer os malucos da porta. Eles até saíram do caminho. Bando de vagabundos.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Tá tirado do caminho. Essa aqui era outra porta que a gente não conseguia acessar.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Caramba, a mulher tirou, mas tirou legal. E a habilidade dela de arrombamento é...
This place stinks.
Muito melhor do que a nossa.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Ah, aqui ganhamos uma nova habilidade, ó, reconstituição. Vasculhar o local.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Comprar analgésico.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Tá tudo cheirando mal.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Não consegue dormir.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Deixa eu ver se tem mais alguma coisa pra investigar. Tem ela ajoelhando aqui na frente do quadro. Os analgésicos. Médico pra dormir. Isso aqui da reconstituição, então. Vou escolher o galpão. Deixei alguma coisa para trás na reconstrução. Esse aqui seria o Nyarlathotep. Acho que aqui já acabamos.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Look around you. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want... I'd like to understand how this... Come on. My car's... Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Bom, é isso aí, pessoal. Vamos terminando o vídeo por aqui. Já se prolongou bastante. Se vocês gostaram do vídeo e querem uma continuação da lenda de Cthulhu, do Call of Cthulhu, deixem nos comentários pra gente. Se você não é inscrito do canal ainda, se inscreve aí, ativa o sininho das notificações, deixa o like, compartilha o vídeo com os seus amigos. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Tem alguns vídeos na tela que pode te interessar. Nos vemos no próximo vídeo e fui!